Ever since I was little, I've been drawn to nature. There's just something about it, the serenity and calmness of nature we all long for and belong to. As I grew older, I began to understand that good business practices go hand in hand with conservation because it's not only about managing resources, but also about values and doing the right thing, what we call reaping and sowing. I'm proud that our company has always believed in doing business the right way and always for the long term. We understood the importance of conservation and began incorporating green practices in everything we do, collectively and as a company. Today, we strive to do everything we possibly can to mitigate carbon emissions and protect the environment. And in doing so, we have embarked on numerous conservation projects and advocacy campaigns locally and worldwide. One of our most successful long-term conservation partnerships is with Reef Check Malaysia. Reef Check Malaysia is the world's largest international coral reef monitoring program. Since 2008, YTL has joined hands with marine scientists and volunteer recreational divers to protect, conserve, and rehabilitate coral reef around Pangkor Laut and its islands.
When we first started working with YTL, they were supporting both Reef Check's general activities, but they also asked us to have a look at what we could do in and around Pangkor. So we started to talk to them, and that's where the idea of the initial reef rehabilitation program came about. We collected some corals from nearby and we put them into a coral nursery which was stored here in the jetty. In 2011, we actually took those coral nurseries and we transplanted them to a nearby island. Towards the end of last year, we installed some solid concrete blocks designed for underwater use, and we put them into the snorkeling site. So the concrete blocks are solid, they're stable, and they make a very good substrate for coral to grow onto. So we installed those towards the end of last year, and we transplanted onto those corals that we found in the immediate area, and also some that we took from the marina here at the resort. We were delighted by the results. Not only had most of the corals we had transplanted survived and grown, but we also were starting to see already that new corals were attaching on to the concrete itself, recruiting onto the concrete. 9 months worth of data showing success throughout is sufficient to say this technique is working, we should consider expanding it.
"75% of the experience of the guests here is about the nature and how the island looks like. It is the main DNA of Pangkor Laut. That's the identity. So nature conservation here is an essential part of our work. Very close by to us here is the main industry, the fishing for ikan bilis and fishing in general. We buy from fish farms, we buy local products. If there is any help needed for the fishermen in order to protect the environment, we are in touch with the locals here, and we always provide them whenever needed any help that they need.
I'm proud to say that YTL has come a long way in our journey towards sustainability. Whether we like it or not, we're all environmentalists as we all inhabit this earth we inherit. Sustainability is not a choice, it should be a natural responsibility for all of us. We should make the environment a part of our everyday lives, if not for us, then at least for our future generations. At YTL, we believe our journey continues.